What is going on, guys? Welcome. So, yeah, man. So,
man, you are all pumped for that intro.
I'm telling you, bro.
Yo, what happened?
Like I said, I got some clips from Lewis. I mean, you guys should send me some clips. I'll throw in like a clip like that, make an intro, but it has to be like 30 seconds long. I think it's a minute.
That guy up there can do all that.
Yeah,
he's got all the footage.
Yeah, man.
Yo, you guys gonna come out here for the vet hunts, man?
I'm gonna try to. I'm like penciling it in, but
dude, come out here. I'll put you on a banger. Like when I'm saying
about October
banger.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put you on a banger. Like hold off on a teal, 10 minutes, and you get your big ducks like your black ducks and your wood ducks and your mallards.
That's gonna be hard for me to make.
Yeah, dude. I had last year. Again, I'll say it. I had a couple buddy of mine come out, and they had 75 rounds, and they were done in shooting like in a couple. I had teal decoying at 5 yards. I had them come in flocks of 20 and decoying them at 5 yards, and they were so close that when they shot, they only hit one. Like 75 rounds.
I shot one at 5 yards last year, and the whole head of that bitch was gone.
Should have been done in 10 minutes. And literally, as we were like 10 minutes in, the big ducks started coming in. You see your mallards, your black ducks, and your wood ducks coming in. I'm like, holy smokes, this is greasy.
That's just 2 days of driving.
Yeah, they said,
I'm flying.
Do you have ammo? Because we ran out. I'm like, what? We were leaving and they were decoys. They were dumping in. So pretty cool. You guys should come out.
So when is your Veterans Hut?
The 8th and 9th.
Well, Lewis.
8th and 9th of October.
Oh, okay. So it's early.
Yeah.
When's your veteran hunt?
Ours is in February.
Oh,
yeah,
like
it's
ours.
like the week after the season.
We don't get our early one. Yeah. They just have a youth day.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's like, well, we had one, 3 seasons ago. It was youth and military a week before season and after the season. A week after the season ended, it was youth and military.
Right.
So you had two special opportunity hunts to go to. But
I don't know why they don't do it the week before with the youth day like they do afterward. I don't know. South Carolina.
Yeah, it doesn't make no sense, man. I mean, that's like in Florida. The birds are young and dumb, so you would think they would just come right into the decoys.
What is this guy doing?
I gotta go into Lowe's, man.
The grind never stops.
I know, dude. Here I am at Lowe's. Just got off work.
Yeah, man.
Jesus.
So,
I'll catch back on in a minute,
for Billy to come down here. I'm actually going
up there.
To scout. Yeah, I'm going tomorrow to scout. Things slow down, but I'm not too worried. I'm going in like I told Billy. I go in with low expectations, right? Because when you go in with low expectations, that's when the magic sometimes happens. Yeah, I'm not gonna sell it, but like opening day, we should have had a banger. As if you saw, and those of you who are tuning in right now, if you guys saw, ladies and gentlemen, saw, if we were on a public land and it was all private property, those birds that were committed that people shot at like a mile high, they just messed up a couple of our shots. But we should have had every bit of 60 birds at least. We had a flock of 20 come in, and some people just sky busted and they flared off.
Typical.
Yeah, so we still have fun, man. We still got 18 birds, and we had fun. I mean, it was amazing. It was still a good time. I wish, I could have gotten it all on, video correctly, but it was my first time, actually documenting, right, and using a GoPro. So there's a couple hiccups and still getting to learn my new equipment, which is awesome shot cam and the GoPro. So it's just trial and error. So I give it up to you, Billy. Like I don't know how you do it. I give it up to you, dude. Like,
yeah.
I give it up to you.
Yeah. I mean, it sometimes it does get a little tedious, but I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. And especially when shit doesn't go your way. It's like, dude, what the heck, man? Yeah. You're sitting there like just pondering what to do just to get something out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
It's hard to get footage like that.
It is, man. I give it up.
I'm saying.
Like YouTubers, bro, like Billy, like I say this again, like I give my hats off to YouTubers, bro. It's not easy creating content. And then editing is such a horrible job. Like I just told somebody, like I had a guy edit.
Like some people have it.
And I was getting frustrated because it wasn't coming out the way I wanted it to come out. And then he was like, no, go. I was like, I had to tell him to revise it like 4 times. I'm like, no, this footage goes to this. He had all the shot cam footage wrong. And, because we didn't, get it assorted, but he had all the shot cam. So he had like day 2 shot cam for day 1. Like it was all like repeated like 3 times. But no, dude, that doesn't go this. This goes, this goes, this goes.
Yeah.
So it was kind of hard. But like now him seeing, right? And then I'm actually going to bring him on a hunt so he can understand when he gets there. He'll understand, like, this is point A, this is point B, this is what you should be doing when you're editing. So I have him actually coming out on it.
Yeah, I mean, especially the way GoPro formats their, compresses their files, it doesn't come up in order, which is retarded for some reason. I don't understand that.
No,
it's just the way it compresses the files.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you gotta try to remember. It's like, damn,
where was it?
Yeah, I mean, nowadays you can just be like GoPro on, GoPro off, and then start recording and whatever, and then that way you can mark it for when you shot birds and stuff like that, and then turn it on, then you talk again, and then that's another mark and stuff like that.
I always just hit the button.
Even that was annoying, right? Because I was saying GoPro on, and I forgot that I had it on, right? And I'll say GoPro on, and literally it will turn off. You think it will stay on because I said on. It will turn off, and I'll miss that footage. And thank God that I got the shot cam footage because the shot cam saved the day.
Yeah, you missed footage on that last video, didn't you?
Yeah, I missed a lot of footage, man. A lot of footage.
See, that's why I just don't stop recording. I do not stop.
Yeah.
That's because you got that big old SD card.
Yeah, well, not the big. I mean, the memory wise,
256 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
256. Yeah. So I don't stop. I just sit there and record.
I was going to try to teal hunt Thursday, but I got a sick kid, so I got to stay home.
Dang it, man.
Yeah.
Back to school sickness, huh?
Yeah.
So what do you want to... You want to talk about how, throw, some decoys and spread and stuff?
For what?
I've never even really teal hunted because down here or up here is pretty much pointless unless they're here.
Teal. So when you so I never directly hunted teal, right? But I have teal decoys because early season, that's what it is. There's a lot of teal decoys.
What the hell?
I just literally throw out no more than a dozen, like a dozen decoys for early season. I don't even try to do too much, 12 decoys and 2 mojos.
Who's in paint?
Me. I was gonna.
Oh. Yeah. No. I mean, if I was gonna go, I was gonna go salt marsh. Tide didn't look ideal Thursday, but I was just gonna throw probably 2 dozen teal and 2 mojos and hope for the best.
Yeah, I hear you.
Throughout, what do you guys?
I mean, it depends on like the area you're in, really. I mean, if you're in like smaller body of water, then I wouldn't throw out that many. I'll take if I'm in an open water situation. I wouldn't say. I mean, technically, it's not really open water down here. It's just filled with hydrilla and shit like that, so it's not really open water. We call it just pretty much a slough. You know what I mean? So we post up and then we throw our decoys out, and it's probably about 7 or 8 on one side, then maybe 10 on the other side, then 2 mojos on one side and 1 on the other side. You know, kind of like pointing inwards, so they're kind of landing into the spread. And the way if you look at it, if you ever find drone footage of ducks, dude, they're in a tight ball. They're not in a straight line.
We got drone footage of birds. But yeah,
I know what I mean.
I normally just wait till
What's
regular.
up, Alvin?
What's up, guys? For those of you who tune in, thank you guys for tuning in.
Because the area I was going to hunt is 3 hours from here, and I don't have time to scout down there because I work all the time.
You guys,
I hear you.
And check us out. Get on Soul Flow Outdoors on
You must be on Instagram.
Yeah.
You guys can get on and join us.
Dude, I don't know
what
is
Ryan, I really need you to reach out, dude. I got somebody who, one of the farmers who wants
multitasker.
Wants some.
No kid.
I'm
some
trying to
done on the property so we can duck hunt there. So I'll
see if this will work again. I don't know what is going on with this paint.
The screen share?
Yeah, it's like keeps on flickering for some reason. I don't
know. You guys can join in.
I said 2 dozen. I didn't mean 2 dozen. I meant like
Soul Flow right now.
Maybe a dozen.
Yeah, that's about right.
I don't even have 2 dozen.
Flow.
I got they're in groups of 6 over there, and I got messed up.
And this duck hunting spot, we need to get at least a couple of them out of there. She wants some out of there.
I think Matt went the other day. I don't know where he went, but
there's pintails and widgeons in there.
Yeah, I hear you. He went. I thought he went up to North Carolina somewhere.
Yeah, now he went in South Carolina the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, probably somewhere in mid-state. I'm not name dropping this time.
Yeah, I hear you. Oh man, Alvin got 37 on opening day in Nevada. Dove. My season doesn't open up till same time as early teal, which kind of sucks.
I've had somebody shoot banded doves this year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Nice. I got invited to go to weekend, but I was at drill, so I couldn't go. I hadn't been yet.
I shot a banded pigeon.
That's pretty cool.
A banded racing pigeon with a tracker on it. Man, it was funny. It was we're sitting out. We call it well, not gonna name drop like you, but out in the Everglades.
Yeah.
Right. So it looks like a perfect cut grass, right?
Yeah.
But it's like real shallow. It's probably only like deepest thigh high when the water's low. And we're sitting there and all of a sudden, man, these 2 models were like sitting on this little island, right? We stashed the airboat and we walk out to the island. We're sitting on the island and this freaking 2 models behind us go just start flying away, and my buddy goes, "Oh, there's some models." I sit there and and I'm freaking hollering at them, and all of a sudden they come back around, and they're kind of leaving, and all of a sudden I hear this little right, like that weird sound the doves make when they're flapping. And my buddy's like, "Oh man, it's a dove!" And I turn around, I'm like, "Bow!" And I smoke them, man, smoke them. And then we leave them in the water, because it's brutally hot out, and the water's a little bit cooler. So we'll sit there and after our hunt, we go over there, pick them up, and my buddy picks it up, and he's like, "It's banded." I'm like, "You gotta be freaking kidding me, dude."
What are the odds?
Let's see. Where the heck is it?
For having block talk what we usually do. So you guys get on and check us on. Actually, Peter's gonna get on. Billy, my buddy Peter from South Dakota, he's gonna hop on. He's actually a good guy. So
Okay.
bring him on.
Yeah.
He's amazing dude.
I'll drop the
Very
link real quick.
educational. Like this guy is who I go to for advice and stuff like that. Someone
Yeah, if anybody wants to join in, I dropped the link in the chat.
yeah, no,
so-
not everybody, but most.
Yeah, whatever. There's the band for the dove.
Yeah.
You kind of can't see it.
That's pretty good.
Then, where the heck? Oh, here we go. Then this is the the tracker. Let's see. Dang it, son. Oh, there you go. There's the
That's pretty cool there.
Yeah, the geolocator.
I ain't got no bands.
That was my only band,
Yeah.
from a dove. I mean, a pigeon, which was kind of cool, and it was banded up in Clewiston, so that's like 30-something miles from us. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he
People
had a
shoot
pretty good
banded
flight.
wood ducks here every year, but I ain't got that lucky.
They band locally.
I think they do around the big lake, but I mean, I've had buddies shoot banded wood ducks from up around New York and Pennsylvania up that way.
Okay, that's where they were banded at.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, we and it sucks, man, because we ban like literally where I hunt, they ban ducks 2 miles away.
And then they fly south.
No. They go into the refuge, the area I hunt, and dude, it's like my buddies pulled out 4 of them. I'm like, what is going on? Why can't I freaking get a freaking band? And this one guy I know shot 3 of them in one day, or
That's
3
yeah. Now,
days.
he needs to buy a lottery ticket.
Yeah, that's what I told him. What's up, Henry? How you doing?
Crazy. What's up?
So, Josh, when you come down, and actually before you leave, Billy, when you get here, remind me, I got some for you. I'm going to give you 2. You're leaving with 2 of these. All right.
Oh,
And
hell
Josh,
yeah.
when you come down, you're going to leave with one of these rechargeable batteries. Rechargeable battery, recharging there. 1,090
Nice.
luminous. So you guys will leave with some. I actually
Nice.
bought it, you know.
Can y'all hear that fan in the background?
Nah.
So
Okay,
this is
we're
good.
so this is one of my goose bands from last year. This is my first goose band right here. This is my snow goose band, and this is my duck band right here. What's that? This is my duck band right
Perks of hunting up north.
here. This is my
Yeah.
duck band, my mallard. Hate on me, bitches.
Yeah, my
And then
buddy's
this is
got
big
a.
band.
Hey,
I
don't.
just got it done. This is a big one. This is I got it done for the lanyard. So it has basically this right here. It's Lewis, Anthony, and Sean, my best friends. Diesel, Duke, and Lewis, which are my 2 dogs, and me, and then HNYR, which is my band.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, it is cool.
The band that I want to get this year that I know I can possibly get if I hold off and I actually do it is the Brant, Atlantic Brant. They do a huge banded population on them. Banded bird population project on them, and they banned the crap out of them. So let me send it. Here it is.
Get a beer.
They banned the crap out of them.
Oh, by you?
Yeah, No, and in Canada too.
Nice. Cheers, cheers.
Cheers, big ears.
I'm off the
Yeah.
next 2 days. I got to work the weekend though.
Oh man, too bad. That sucks, dude.
I'm
I
telling you.
hate that.
What's up?
So what do you do? So what do you do?
I do industrial maintenance in a
Okay,
paper converting plant.
gotcha. Milstead, what's up, man? Milstead, how's it going, dude?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do for grass on the boat because I want the shaggy blind, and you get it from like what is it, Rancho Safari, and they're
Yeah.
not taking orders.
Really?
Yeah,
Why don't you
and
just go to what's it called?
Backwater.
No, go to Michael's, dude. Like an arts and crafts store. They have raffle.
Yeah, I mean like regular raffle, yeah, but I want the shaggy. I don't know how to explain it.
What do you
I'm not
mean,
doing the fancy green
like it's thick or something?
Yeah, I thought I sent you a picture of it. Oh, like that.
Oh, kind of like a blind material.
Yeah, they sell it in
Gotcha.
like 8-foot sheets.
Yeah. I don't like it.
It's expensive too. It's like $200 something from one side.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But I don't know what I'm gonna do. I did last year on my last blind. I did the Rogers grass or whatever it was. I had 4 sheets of it, but it was heavy.
Gotcha.
When it gets wet, it's the pain.
Yeah, that's why I just did tiki grass and painted it myself. Couple shaker cans, sprayed it, and then what you do is you take matte clear coat and spray over it so it takes the shine away.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my buddy, so Peter, a fun fact about Peter that he's getting on. He's his buddy Phil, awesome photographer. Actually, he's the person who's in charge of Bandit, their pro staff, and he's one of their models. Like, mate, he's on a bunch of their pictures that they use. It's pretty cool. He's on Billy Thunderstruck Outdoors.
Thunderstruck Outdoors.
Mm-hmm. Both Thunderstruck.
Oh yeah.
And like I said, this is somebody who I come to for.
Oh, what the hell happened?
There he goes.
We lost you. My bad.
Billy.
What's up?
Yeah, he's on. He said he's on.
He's in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I posted the. Here, I
I'll
just posted the link. I just posted the link. Have him click on the link, and I'll bring him into the chat room.
What the hell am I doing?
Peter, you on? So if you're on, just click on that link that he put.
Yeah, man.
Oh man.
So, guys, if you're not, I am live on YouTube. If you want to jump over and join us on the chat, I'll be on live for a little bit on Instagram right now. So, kind of not paying attention to Instagram. Sorry, guys. But, all right. So, Thunderstruck Outdoors, welcome in, man. How's it going?
How's it going, guys?
What's
How's
up?
it going?
What's up, buddy?
Oh, nothing. Just trying to find time to actually get stuff together for this season.
Nice.
I know the feeling.
You going out?
So,
I don't know if I've ever been this unprepared for a season. I only made it out once for Resident Goose, and yeah, it wasn't good.
Dang
How
it,
did you
man.
guys do?
We got cut off by some high school kids shooting birds through the treetops. I I was so good. I
Typical.
That sounds about right.
Hard, couple hundred birds in it, and the kids got dropped off by their parents, hunted the field next to us that birds had not been in for weeks, and never shot a decoy and bird all day. So we managed to scrape out 8 with the 5 of us, but it was pretty bad.
Where you out of?
I'm in Ohio now. I hunt
Oh, okay.
Ohio, Maryland, and South Dakota.
Okay, nice. So you get the early pick of the birds, huh?
I don't mean when we get them in Ohio, at least.
There's rubber heads everywhere, not just here. Jesus.
Well,
Yeah.
Ohio, you get basically mallards, right, Peter?
Yeah, we get mallards, black ducks, and geese. Are most of our birds, but we're not in a flyway or anything like that, so it's slimmer pickings.
Really?
For here, but
sounds like you.
Oh, you guys are both down in Florida?
No, I'm in South Carolina.
Yeah. We get birds, man. We get birds.
Yeah. We got wood ducks, some hairy head mergs. You might get lucky and get a green head, but it don't happen often. Gadwall or 2. I mean, down on the coast, they'll shoot buffalo heads and teal and
sure,
maybe a pintail or something if they get lucky.
Yeah, no, I think this week or this year it's going to be. So we were living in South Dakota, but I'll be out there for probably like 3.5, almost 4 weeks this year. So
gotcha.
Then do probably 4 or 5 days in Maryland this year, and then trying to do Arkansas this year too. So
I like Maryland. We went to Maryland last year.
When are you coming to Maryland?
Whenever I find a weekend.
I've already took vacation.
I own my own business. I'm a carpenter, so I just
Yeah,
I'll be there next week, and then I go hunting. So
we're going to Maryland December 14th through the 18th.
For what? Divers or sea ducks?
Yeah, no, we're gonna try to hunt puddlers, but we went the end of January last year trying to shoot a black duck, and it did not work.
It's not gonna happen. They're educated at that.
I mean, we seen them everywhere.
Yeah,
they
and the local.
They're educated. They're very educated. You have to get them crispy clean.
Oh yeah, it was a huge learning curve. We learned a lot. I got a video on that on my channel.
I went to Maryland last year. We hunted. It must have been right after New Year's. We went out, Dorchester County and the salt marshes down there. That's where I grew up hunting and cutting my teeth on the public out there. So we went out and we're like, it is what it is. You know, some of the guys in the group already took off work, whatever. But we're just going to go. And we get there, and after the first day, we knew there was a cold snap coming in. But what we didn't know was there was a lot of moisture coming in with it off the Great Lakes. We ended up getting 1.5 feet of snow. I nearly, for the first time in my life, I nearly sunk a boat and died.
That's not good.
No, it was far and away the sketchiest duck hunting trip I've ever been a part of. And I've been on some like stupid mornings. This one took the cake though. But we ended up getting a few. We got 1 or 2 black ducks, a mallard, a few teal, but we ended up breaking a hole that night to hunt the next day, and we all woke up the next day and looked outside and we're like, I'm not doing that again.
I had to look at my phone and see where Dorchester County was, but that's where we were at. We were in that area.
Yeah. No, if you want any pinpoint,
I didn't want to name drop.
Dude, there's places in this world for duck hunting where name dropping matters. That county is so overloaded with hunters and everything like that. Man, there's nothing secret. There's nothing secret in Dorchester County. The only secret is who has the biggest pile of corn. And other than that, I mean, and that's struggling at the end of January. You're struggling because those birds know where the piles of corn are.
Dude,
and they're not. You're not breaking them down with a call. You're not doing anything like that.
I mean, we got drone footage of like 40 plus blacks and like a few gadwall just piled up.
Yeah,
and we couldn't even walk to the hole. Like we couldn't
dude,
we couldn't even get
stories. I've got stories in that marsh down there. I mean, it's bottomless, dude. You take a step, you're up past your waist. We had one. My buddy's like, dude, we can get to that hole. We can get to that hole. I'm like,
no, you can't.
I ain't trying it. It ain't worth it.
Yeah,
get your floaties on.
We hunted sun up, sun down a couple days out there.
Oh, well, sometimes you got to because the tide drops out on you and you don't have a choice. But he finally had me convinced to do it, to walk across this. And it was maybe only 25, 30 yards across. We were walking fine. It was sandy bottom, and like that, man. Bottom dropped out.
Yep.
And I bet you we were stuck for over an hour trying to get out. He got out a little bit before me. He goes, I'll see you at the truck. And he packed up the stuff and started walking the berm out.
You got to have a mud motor up there. Or a one-man boat.
A lot of guys are running it with outboard. Like, those channels are deep. So if you know how to push pole, you can get pretty much anywhere if you're good with it.
We ran it with an outboard last year. We had an edge with a Tatsu.
You guys probably, I mean, there weren't too many places you guys couldn't get to. Each one of those ditches, I mean, you don't realize how deep it is. Even at low tide, a lot of the things are 10 feet deep.
When we go back this year, we're going to have 2 or 3 one-mans in. Well, I got an Express center console this year, so it's bigger. But we're going to take a couple, 2, 3 one-man boats and park that thing and paddle in.
Nice.
Well, if you want some pins, reach out. I'll send you some stuff off Onyx. That's always been.
Definitely.
It'll at least put you under birds. Whether you kill birds or not, I will not say.
I mean, we had a blast, man. We hunted 6 days and we killed like 3 birds out of 6 days, and we had a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like if I'll guide somebody and they ask me, it's like, hey, you guarantee birds? I was like, I can guarantee I'll shoot a bird. But I can't guarantee you shoot a bird.
Yeah.
You got to make sure you're shooting on point, son.
Exactly.
You can guarantee they'll pull the trigger.
Yeah, pretty much. That's about it.
Yeah, like if you come out here October, so the ducks haven't even been touched. So these birds are uneducated. They're as fresh. They haven't been touched. So if you come out here for the veterans hunt, you'll have a blast. You're touching birds that are not pressured at all.
I'm gonna try, but I ain't gonna make no promise.
Yeah, if you want, try.
It's how you know you're talking with southern duck hunters. All they care about is pressured birds.
Yeah, no, you're touching unpressured birds. These birds are coming in.
That's what makes us the best.
It's a fed corn or something, one of those honey holes that, as long as you know where they're at, that's it. And they're dumping in, like they're dumping in. Like,
dude, the pressure, like I was saying last time, the pressure here is ridiculous.
Because I'm taking 3 people out already. I know that's going to be a sick video that I'm going to film this year. Last year, I regretted not filming it. Like, I regret not filming it last year. This year, I'm not going to miss that opportunity because it was so sick. I'm giving them the GoPros. I'm giving them everything.
Yeah.
I'm willing to stir the pot with something here. Southern guys shouldn't worry as much about pressured birds as they do about hiding. And then they wouldn't have as many problems.
That's 100% true.
Of you guys hiding, any southern video of people hiding, it's like, well, come on.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, I mean that's the most part. You know, like why guys are like, oh, I had birds come in, but they were just out of range. Yeah. It's like, I mean,
I'm guilty of that myself. Like, we're gonna be hid this year, and then I'm stuck next to a tree, and I'm like, man, I'm sticking out. Yeah. That's laziness, is all it is.
Yeah, it is.
Or running late.
See, like that's the thing. Like, so in the beginning of the season, like I'll run my boat blind all season, but I'm sitting there, I'm like, man, I should put a top on this. Like throughout the season, you can see the birds start getting used to seeing that blind out there, and they're like, yeah, I know what that thing is. But I mean, sometimes you'll get the stupid ringers come in, you know. I mean, it's still a fun shoot when you shoot 10 or 12 ringers.
I love ringnecks. They're so dumb.
Yeah. You know, you shoot at them.
They make us all great duck hunters.
Yeah, you shoot at them. You shoot at them. You miss. They turn around and come back in.
Right back.
I used to not care as much about hiding. And then when I started hunting with the guys I hunted with out in South Dakota, and the way we were killing birds was unlike anything I'd ever done. I mean, I always killed birds in the decoys, but in the decoys for me was probably 20, 30 yards. And if they're in there, that's good. When you start shooting mallards backpedaling at like 15 and they have no idea you're there until the boom.
That's
when you're well hidden enough that they don't fly away until the boom, that's what I strive for now.
Yeah, I mean, it's a different ball game, especially for me, because I'm super far south. You know, I'm in South Florida, so we're the last to get birds, and so we have to be hidden to get any chance, and we have to be good at calling, and we have to be good at strategizing with decoys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because every freaking bird has been shot at from you down to me.
Yeah.
And they just fly over South Carolina, so it's all right.
Yeah, they get a pass in those two states. Georgia hunters say the same thing. So.
Yeah. Well, when they do come through here, they're on the rich guy's corn pond or duck club.
That sucks, man.
It's really like that. We're not.
I'd be planting some tannerite on their levees and stuff, blowing their levees out.
There's too many. Like they're everywhere.
We're starting to. I've been in Ohio now for a year, so it's my second season. But we're starting to go that way. On guys are starting to pay for duck leases. That's the beginning of the end. If people are paying for duck hunting ground, beginning of the end of the sport for normal guys. But they're starting to do that, and then guys are starting to build some elaborate shit for ducks out here. And I'm like, first off,
next thing you know, they'll be buying domestic mallards and releasing them.
So Peter
they do that here.
Peter has an actual. I'm jealous. He literally walks out his backyard and has a freaking big.
Oh wow! Yeah, but it's not manicured. I just happen to have a pond. I don't have it. I don't have
and
the
mallards drop in there and goose drop in there, so he's spoiled regardless. Not much mallards. Well, they probably do.
So I don't. So I do have a pond, and I do get like a hunt or two out of it every year. But I don't have the money to make it what I wish it could be. You know,
right? Yeah.
I wish I had some sort of water control.
Are you guys allowed to corn ducks out there?
No.
Nowhere is.
That's a federal law, dude.
Nowhere is.
In a bunch of states, you're allowed to.
No, you're not. No state.
All right.
Not even on public land. You can have wild corn, wild rice that you planted, and it's just magically wild.
Hold on. You're allowed to bait deer in Pennsylvania. So I'm
but that's not a federally regulated animal.
Guys, hold on. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Now, my question
is, crazy shit.
If you're allowed to corn deer, are you allowed to corn ducks? That's my question.
No.
So,
not anywhere.
There's some places.
No.
From my understanding, that you're allowed to corn animals
undisturbed
2 weeks before
normal agricultural practices.
Yeah.
So here's what I was fixing to say
so technically those bastards in Missouri and Arkansas who flood 100 acres, that is not a natural common agricultural practice.
Right.
That should be
Yeah.
illegal.
I've been
as the
doing
day
it
is
for
long.
I've been doing it for 3 years. What do you mean? It's normal practice for me.
Yeah, I was fixing to say I've never understood, like, and I say this all the time, and people are like, "You're right." How the rich man can bring water to the corn
Yeah.
and be legal, but the common man like myself can't bring corn to the water. It's the same shit.
What do you mean? I'm just feeding the carp, man.
We're doing the same thing.
If you so and so I'm not opposed to hunting flooded corn if it floods naturally.
Yeah, 100%.
If
Well,
it-
when
if
does
it
that
is-
happen?
I won't say that it's so in South Dakota. It surprisingly was common because a lot of times the corn will get in and in a dry year in South Dakota when the ground gets nice and firm and then you get a lot of rain on.
Can't see that.
Nobody can see it. Y'all
I
haven't known
can't.
long enough.
Yeah, I don't
Technology
know.
is a struggle
Yeah,
for
let me
him.
unblur the background. Maybe that happens.
Looks like a graph.
It's a wood duck something.
Oh yeah.
You can't.
Oh, was that your cam?
Ah,
Yeah,
See,
there
it's,
ain't no-
it's yeah.
Yeah.
But it. So
I'll
I
send
will
it in the group chat to everybody.
it did happen relatively frequently enough in South Dakota where it was natural from rain, just a low spot in the field, whatever. And I'm sure the only reason the guys down south got an idea for it was the river flooded a little higher one year, got in the corn, and they.
Hey, this is working out pretty good. Let's do it again.
Exactly. Let's build a berm 4 feet tall so it's the perfect depth for mallards. And
Exactly.
Let's
Like I
flood the
said,
whole
just
thing.
bring some tannerite with you on your next hunt and blow out their own levees. You know what I mean? Dry them out. Make the birds go to you. You know what I mean? That's why I think down here we're gonna have a freaking banger year because we're so dry right now and it's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's drying up all the farm fields. It's drying up all the rice fields and stuff like that. So the birds are going to have to find water.
Yeah.
Which
We
the area I hunt, they hold water. As soon as and it's crazy because as soon as season starts, they hold the water. You know, so the water keeps just going higher and higher and higher, and it sucks. You know, because it's controlled by the water management district, and they pretty much use them as retention ponds because that's where we get our drinking water and our sprinklers and stuff like that. They filter it and stuff like that. So the Everglades are pretty much a big filtration retention pond, and that's what we use for all our irrigation and stuff like that. And so at the end of the year, when it's supposed to be our dry season, they hold water. But throughout the year, they'll just pump out into the ocean and stuff like that. But man, every time freaking duck season comes around, it starts downpouring, and it's like 5 feet higher than normal. And it's just been crappy the past 3 years. Because of water situation.
Peter just hunted the Atlantic Flyway closer to me, so it's like pretty much the same thing as Maryland, a little bit different. Pretty much we get the same ducks, and if I'm right in Maryland, correct or incorrect, Peter. So it's nothing much different when we hunt in Long Island. And 175. I never hunted a cornfield that was flooded. I almost had an opportunity to do so when I was in the Finger Lakes, which that's a whole different story. But the way we pretty much hunt here, and if you're hunting in public land, it's you got to beat, of course, like opening day is usually a massacre. So I actually obtained what's called a waterfowl ID course, which I encourage everybody to take one. It helps you identify your ducks. So by wingbees and speculums, and it's just a whole ton of resources for upcoming hunters and even us hunters that we already hunt, right? So we know what we're shooting and harvesting. But long story short, I've been privileged to hunt this area where you need a special permit opening day, and they only allow no more than 35 people to hunt in it. They only issue 35 permits. So it's like a lottery. And a lot of people don't get in because they don't have the waterfowl ID, of course. So pretty much hunting thick stuff. I'm gonna tell you about thick, nasty stuff that once you shoot something, you have to make sure that you jump right on it, and
That's why you only shoot them in the spread, baby.
yeah. But sometimes, unfortunately, so last year, I'll tell you a quick story.
Yeah, tell you what you can get, man.
Yeah, you can take it. But, last year,
The Southern Hunter motto.
last year I took this guy who's never hunted this spot. Right, I lost a mojo. I was having a bad day. I lost a mojo. I went underwater, almost could have died. Right, and it's all because I was frustrated. Peter, I think I told you about this one. The guy never hunted there. His name is Mike. I don't care. I'll say his name, Mike Hanna. Never hunted there. And he's like, "Oh, we're gonna hunt here. We're gonna hunt." And I'm like, "Dude, we got to get to the X over there." He's like, "No, I don't want to go through no one's spread. These guys that don't have the permit are hogging the canal. So in order to get to the X, we have to go through this decoy spread. They're there illegally. We don't care, right? It's none of our business." And he's like, "Nah, I don't want to pass through this." So long story short, he gets me frustrated. And I said, "All right, we're gonna effing set up here, and watch us not get anything." And I don't like. I was just pissed. I told him, "I don't even know why you're telling me where we need to be when we never hunted this area." So to make a long story simple and short, we didn't end up shooting nothing there. As soon as I just started, I just said, "You know what? I'm walking in and I'm going to where I know." As soon as I walk in about 60, 70 yards up, pow, pow, everything started. It was so nasty in there, though. I was shooting teals at 40 yards. I had to mark as soon as I drop a teal. And I didn't have my dog. I had to walk up and grab it. Long story short, I was done with my limit in 15 minutes after that movie.
It's with Brand. What's up, man?
But to go back to what we were talking about, that's the type of thing we hunt early season, nasty stuff like that, because I don't like where I would take you, Josh. That's easy. We walk in 60 yards and then wader in like maybe another 20, 30 yards in.
You tell them about you bragging about your handicap access public land.
Dude, I hate wading. I will paddle before I wade.
This bastard, a couple years ago, he's bragging to me about this spot that he's got, and he must have been FaceTiming me or something, or sent me a video of it. The freaking state.
There's about 200 black ducks in this honey hole. And I'm not even going to say nothing. I'm not going to say what. Don't even blow my spot up, because you never know if
the state gave that fat bastard a key to get through the gates because he was disabled.
Oh my god!
Dude, I got asthma. Is the truth though.
Oh my! I can't breathe.
No. So, fun fact, true story is, at that time I was almost 400 pounds. So
damn it, son.
Yeah, I was almost 400
That's
pounds.
not a disability.
No, but I couldn't. My asthma was acting up, and it's a lung disease considered. Asthma is considered that, so I use that again.
All I know is that this boy brags about his great duck hunting spots, that he suckered the state into giving him a handicap permit, and they're so great. They're so great because other handicapped people are in wheelchairs and can't get to them.
That's pretty good,
guys. It's not sucking. I had asthma, and at the time I was overweight 400 pounds. I couldn't even walk 100 yards.
It's called working the system, baby.
You know how they work the system for food stamps? I work the system. I need food in the freezer.
Work smarter, not harder.
Exactly. But the true fact about it, every time we went in, Peter, every time I send you pictures after that permit, it was limits after limits.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that's
it's still gonna be limits after limits this year, baby.
You still got the key?
Yes, I have the permit.
Oh my god!
It expires 2025.
Oh my God!
If Billy doesn't get a bird, I know exactly where to take him right now. I'm like, yeah, this is my trump card. Let's show Billy you're getting a
Oh my
bird.
God, dude, that's freaking great, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
no,
funny.
dude. In there, and it's funny, right? Because my buddy said, I want to hunt black ducks, and I scouted it, right? So I knew exactly where there was a black duck hole. I know exactly where there was a woody hole. I know exactly where there was a teal hole. I even knew a hole where it was super hard to get to.
Everybody else had to walk a mile. Lewis just drove right up to the edge of the water.
No, you can't do that. But it was actually a place where like I was getting all the holes, and my buddy said I want black ducks, and we literally went in there and shot black ducks.
Lewis was just shooting them out of his car.
No.
Yeah.
You still have to.
He bought a convertible just for the occasion.
But,
They were falling right in the car.
Damn, you're little Tekashi 6ix9ine there, Peter. Ratted me out online.
Living that man. What's up, man?
But,
Yeah, so everybody that's new in the chat, we are doing this little Flyway crew. So we're all going to be getting together pretty much every Tuesday night, coming out here, BSing with each other, you know, having surprise guests like Thunderstruck Outdoors. So make sure you guys all subscribe to the channel so you guys don't miss out. So every week we're going to be switching on and off. So Palmetto Fowl Habitats, Hunting New York, and definitely
it's habit.
And I would like to actually have Peter, like I said,
Can't read.
Peter, guys, everybody that's on here, and I don't say it, I say this, I think highly and respectful of Peter. Peter's somebody that I go to, somebody that I look up to. So you guys make sure you follow him and tune in with him. He's if you need to know anything, he's joined on seminars on teaching new duck hunters, upcoming duck hunters and stuff like that. He's very, we get into it and debate about
my resume is I'm probably the only one in this group that actually shoots mallards. So
yeah, not me.
This guy's hunted and he travels enough, and someone that will educate you on anything you need to know.
Yeah, mallards don't come this far south.
So, Peter, you should jump on with us once a week, man, if you got time. And
I'll do my best. I'm a farmer now, so I don't have a ton of time. But
yeah, working that apple orchard. Huh?
Yeah, working them cornfields, huh?
Dude, I wish I had some.
I'm gonna send you a video. My buddy behind his house, he just bought a house, and it's a creek, and it's all woods, but it's a creek, and it's like, and it divides into his road. Like, it's weird. I'll show you. Right? There's about at least a good 20 to 30 mallards that live there.
Nice.
I'm like,
I started.
Come hunt them. I said, not yet. Leave them. Let them beef them up for me.
Peter, do you have a channel?
No,
okay.
I'm on Instagram. I don't have anything posted on anything. I wanted to get big into it 4 years ago.
You should have, man. When you were in South Dakota.
That's when I met Lewis, and then I don't know. It's so much freaking work to make decent content. I said, F this. I'm over it. I started hunting with a guy who works for Banded. And everything I wanted from like making content and doing stuff like that, I was able to get. Like, I've taken a picture that's in DU, like, but the only reason I did it was because of him, like they wanted pictures of him for an article. So like, yeah, I have a picture in DU. That was a goal of mine, whatever. But I was like, this is too much freaking work. So I just piggybacked my entire hunting goals apart from killing ducks, which I do on my own. But
in fact, he helped me get to 11.5.
Yeah.
Nice.
Peter,
but I
with his marketing background, he helped me get to 11.5. Fun fact.
All of my hunting / social media goals, I just piggybacked off of him, and was
Hey,
able
man.
to
Hey,
achieve most of them. So all of the nice pictures that I have in my man cave and all of
Show them
that.
that mallard. Do you got that mallard there?
The
No,
one
the
that I
mount.
took or one of Phil's?
No, the mount. The mount.
Ah, shit. I'm on the wrong.
The one that got 1,500 views.
Hmm?
The one that got 1,500 likes on your page.
Oh,
So,
that's not my mount. That's my buddy Brian's. He
stud
he
mallard.
had that done up with his first banded mallard that he got. He had that done up, but no, I don't. My bird is still in the box. I haven't made the backdrop for it yet. As a carpenter, I figured I should probably make my own dead mount box, and that was 4 years ago.
nice.
The bird is still in the
The one
box.
with the canvas back?
Taxidermist sent it to me in. Yeah.
So
One of these days, right?
a question for you guys: what is your end goal? What is your goal with hunting and doing all this? What is your real end goal?
Mine's short and sweet. I don't give a shit about any of it anymore. I just want to shoot birds.
I like
Oh,
it.
I'm over. When Lewis asks me to do stuff like this, I'll jump on, but I don't remember the last time I posted on anything. Don't remember the last time I thought or cared to post on anything. I just want to go shoot birds.
I
And
just
do it.
followed you on Instagram, I think.
I want to shoot birds the way I want to shoot birds. Like, I don't want to just kill birds. I want to go out and do it how I want to do it.
Hell, I just want to kill them. You see where I live?
Man, fun
See,
fact,
all of my hunting buddies are like that. They're still so. Me and the guys that I like hunt hard with, we have like this trend of a hunter. So like when you start, you don't know what you're doing. When you start knowing what you're doing, you just want to kill everything. You don't care how you do it. Then you get into the more of the, well, I kind of want to, but then you still just kill everything. And then the final stage, or well, the second to final stage is just doing it how you want to do it. And not being, or just being upset if it doesn't happen how you want to do it. The final stage is you actually mean you don't care if you kill anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I didn't start in my early 20s. I think this will be my 10th year.
So, geez, I probably got,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 30. I've been doing it since I was 11.
Yeah, I'm 33.
I'm pushing 20 years.
Yeah, and I live in like the worst state, the waterfowl.
Man, Florida ain't that far from you. Come on.
I'm coming in February.
All
Dude,
right.
I'm going in January, buddy. I'll be
No,
shooting
dude.
some whistlers. Some
not worth the risk of getting bit by a gator. F that.
What do you mean? Ain't no gators in the wintertime out here?
I don't. Yeah, what exactly? Okay.
What do you mean?
There's pythons. There's
Python's
gators,
further south.
There's other poisonous animals. Florida
Dude.
might as well be Australia. And
Yeah,
I'm not signing up for either of them.
Minnesota Outdoors. Good luck on your opening day.
He must
Yeah,
be on
man,
Instagram.
dude. Yeah. I mean, seriously though, the gators do not come around when it gets cold out. They are looking for high and dry, man. That's
The only people who say that are the crazy people in Florida who have to wake up in the
Florida
morning
man.
justify the fact that they're walking. See,
Yeah.
No. hell
Holy
no.
smokes, that's a gator.
Hell no.
Hell no, I won't swim in no gator lake and no lake. And hell no. You
Hey,
take
The
me
Billy.
only thing I want to be able to kill me when I'm duck hunting is cold water.
Yeah.
Nothing else on.
A real true fact, I almost died last year of hypothermia. I didn't notice that my waders were ripped,
Listen,
and literally, instantly, I guess, I felt that it got wet for a second. I was like, is it wet in here or something? Am I good? I'm like, no, because my feet, like, when the water hits you real quick and numbs you, you don't feel it. So you're like, oh, no, it might be that it's just too cold. Man, I started shivering. I don't shiver. I thought it was because of the weight loss, with my weight loss.
you lost all your insulation.
I'm getting freaking cold faster now? What the hell? Before, as a fat man, I used to produce body heat. Like, this wasn't bothering me. So then I'm shivering, and then one of my buddies is noticing I'm shivering. He's like, dude, shivering. Go out
Yeah,
and
man.
warm up. Go get
Oh,
some.
shit.
When I stepped outside, that I seen from the waders, the water coming out, I said, "Oh my God!" When I noticed it, I guess because I panicked a little bit, it just got worse from there. I just started shivering. I couldn't feel my lower body. I just fell to the floor.
Three of us.
They actually seen my beans, if you know what I mean.
Two-
Dragged me to the car, got me in
Two
there,
of
got
us-
me a towel, and freaking put me in heat.
Two of us know what you're talking about. One of us hunts in a Speedo every year. So
Yeah.
Basketball shorts, bro, and Crocs, baby. Come
I
on.
don't know. It does get cold here sometimes. What I was
Yeah,
going to say, you, Billy, is
like I said, like I was saying, dude, like we'll get a cold snap every once in a while. It'll be
what was that, 50?
in the 30s. No, it'll be in the 30s, low 30s.
you didn't
And then
remember?
I know, like probably about 5 years ago or 6 years ago, dude, it was in the 20s down here.
No way.
Yeah, dude, we had freeze warnings and all kinds of shit.
Well, what was it? It was last
The
year.
iguanas falling from trees.
Yeah, we had the iguana warnings too. That's every year though.
No,
But before they really started showing up, we never had that. But we did have freeze warnings and stuff like that.
But like the water's not freezing.
No, you'll get a thin sheet of ice on them.
Really?
Yeah, but that was like
Call.
probably
Are you
about.
trying?
We break ice here some mornings.
Yeah, I'm not talking about no fucking inch thick shit.
We get that.
I mean, it just looks like a piece of plexiglass, you know? You're like, chick. It's probably about as thin as this bottle.
Last year we had to break ice in one of our holes. So there's days on the river in particular where it's like the Titanic, man. You're dodging, bobbing and weaving down the whole river. But and like big ones, like get out and stand
Floating islands.
And but this last year we were on a lake in like central South Dakota, and I can't remember a time where I had to break thicker ice than that. It was brutal.
Yeah.
Do y'all even? Lewis is probably the only one who knows how to break ice right. Y'all know how to break ice?
I mean, living in Pennsylvania, I did.
Oh,
You
yeah.
guys,
But I ain't got to worry about that shit now.
Yeah, I've probably never seen it as thick as y'all have.
Do you do it with the chainsaw? With a chainsaw? Peter?
Well, so we got a Minnesota boy in here. He knows how to break ice.
There you go.
But-
Minnesota boys break ice, all right, and they put those ice eaters. So
Yeah, we don't have to do all that.
yeah, let me tell
I
you
do.
something. When you break ice, and those ducks find that hole that you just broke ice, you're guaranteed a good shoot.
Yeah.
Because once they find, so when and also a big fun fact, when everything freezes up, run to running water, even though most of you guys know that. Except for
Yeah,
you.
if everything's froze here, we'll just float down the river.
Yeah,
Oh,
not
yeah.
even go find wherever that water's running hard. Wherever that water's running hard, and look at the go down further down that first dead pool that gets that first push of run on.
That's
Yeah.
rare here, though. Like it didn't even get to that point last year.
Chainsaw axes and blowers for cutting ice.
Yeah, we use with chainsaws. We cut ice with chainsaws, and on public land, like I don't go hard. But if I wanted to go hard, we usually just break it up with the chainsaw and just start smashing with the freaking pedals and pushing it out. And a
I'll
fun
never
fact
do
for you
it.
guys that hunt those conditions, use a lot of butt ripplers. What's these pulsators? They help because they help clear out the waters. Those type of things, and those those things, what they're called from Mojo that they make.
Oh, that
Flock of flickers.
Not the flock.
It ain't-
flickers,
it ain't cold enough if that's keeping the ice open, or if that's keeping the ice off. It ain't cold enough.
and that's on a good day, yes. But the pulsators do help out.
Splashing
and now-
water, yeah.
And now,
We
Yeah.
have a pulsator.
yeah, pulsators. You have to have a lot of motion in order to keep those holes open. And I'm talking about like just not Mojos. You need actually pulsators. You need butt ripplers. You need things of those natures. You need like 7-8 ripplers. And I'm telling you, like that's what's going to help out. But and like Peter said, that's not, if that's helping out, then it ain't cold enough. But for the last couple winters, that's what's been happening here. That's been helping us tremendously.
They're calling this winter's supposed to be miserable. That's
Really?
what they're saying, but
Hopefully. You know,
They said-
maybe South Carolina will get some birds.
No.
last year, so that cold snap that we hunted in Maryland, those birds skipped us over. We were thinking it should have been great. They had to have gone down to.
They were by us when you were
the
at.
shore.
They were by us.
Well, but
Like
they
North
got out
Carolina.
They
there.
passed
It
you
could have
guys
been
and came to us.
Virginia or North Carolina, but
Because I remember one time, like, hey, you're seeing ducks on your Maryland. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit ton.
Our first day in Maryland, the high was like 24. And
Yeah,
we
that's-
were running 35 mile an hour on the boat. That was miserable.
That was-
I love that.
and so it's so humid out there too.
Well, I know about humidity. Trust me.
Well, right, but that cold humidity, man, you
It
can't.
Oh
was
yeah,
rough.
it goes right through you.
Mhm.
Goes right through you.
My buddy Cam, that he was in here earlier, he was with us on the boat, and he did something math on his phone, and he was like, "Yeah, the wind chill running 35 was -2," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, it's fucking miserable."
Last year, so that day in Maryland, I had the biggest ice beard I've ever had, but it was blowing snow and about 20, and I was out to here, just ice and snow, but before then. The year before that, I had hunted. So, see, South Dakota's so dry that it's not that bad. Like, it doesn't penetrate. Like, the clothes actually work.
Yeah.
We hunted, it was probably 10 with some wind chill. And we could not keep the inside of the blind warm to save our lives. We had buddy heaters going, everything, and we were dying cold. It was... And for one frickin' mallard too. Oh, it was annoying.
Just like this week, a buddy of mine said, "Let's go to Long Island and hunt geese." Shout out to the guy Tom Cornelsellers. He tried, but I seen more geese on public land than I seen there. But still had a good time with the buddies. But they set up all those decoys, and I felt bad to shoot one bird. And it was fun because it's the one bird. But you imagine freezing your balls off to shoot one mallard.
Stand up.
I know how that is. That feels too. And I've gone out and skunked out, and I've gone out and shot one bird like that. So,
Oh,
Here we go. Here's a question. I don't know if the guy who hunted opening day with me, he might still be in here. I don't know. But my buddy Trevor, what's y'all's rules if somebody shoots a decoy?
that's straight frigid.
I've never had that happen.
No?
What was that? Say it again.
What's your rule if somebody shoots a decoy?
Oh,
My rule is
you six-pack.
shoot one, you shoot a second, you buy me a new box. You can't buy just one decoy. But
No, you can't just buy one.
Man, I told all my buddies.
Are you
switched
talking
my
about-
old diver rig to GHGs? And if they for a second shoot any of my fucking decoys, excuse me, blurt, beat that out. And I'll tell you guys now, if you guys shoot any of my GHG decoys, I will kill you guys. Because those brand are not phone free.
I just bought some Lifetime black ducks. I ordered them yesterday.
Man, GHGs.
well, you can
are the
shoot
most
those.
fun.
They're just made of foam.
Yeah, I'm gonna try some. They're fucking like $160 for.
GHG are the
Six
most realistic decoys. If I say the most realistic decoys in the market, the two brands that are the most realistic looking decoys in the market would be GHG
Promoting right now? What are you doing?
and a
Yeah, he's promoting. He's trying to get a deal. He wants some discounts on some decoys.
Nah.
Yeah.
I got some GHGs in here.
I like shooting. I'm not gonna lie. I love hunting over avians too. My buddy, that's all he owns is avians. My buddy Brian, crap ton of avians, and they're realistic too, man. Shout out to them too.
Yeah, Milstead said that they pick up this. Milstead said they pick up the spread and carry it out. if you shoot the decoys.
And one
That's
thing I
not
won't
that's not a
use
good enough
ever
punishment because you're
is-
still out the decoys.
I will
I mean,
never use.
if you're in
that
South Florida like we are,
Yeah.
where Milstead
mat.
is,
You guys ever use that
that's
flat
pretty
mat
good.
Thing? What's it called? That mat? Where you put
Huh?
the decoys are? What's that thing called? That
Huh?
mat. Where you literally put the decoys on the mat. The floating
Oh,
mat.
what is that thing called for diver hunters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
A long stringer.
No,
this is
it's a
like-
mat.
No, it's like a mat. Yeah.
Yeah, they rip fast. My buddies are so pissed off.
I've never.
They rip on them. I don't know if it's unless they went and got a Chinatown company and didn't get it from the actual company, because people are shit like that. But they rip fast. I wouldn't. If you're
live in
going for
Minnesota?
divers, run long lines and single drops.
Live in Minnesota. Do you hunt Leech Lake?
Yeah, Avian X, dude. Live in Minnesota. And Avian X's are awesome, and VHGs.
Promote.
Yeah, look, that's not even what I asked him.
No,
I
he
asked if
said Avian X here. That's
Oh no, I was asking if he hunts Leech Lake for divers. He's up that way. I don't know if he's anywhere near it, but he's in that general area. That should be one. Put it on y'all's bucket list for divers. Leech Lake, Minnesota. It's all wild rice. It's supposed to be some of the greatest inland diver hunting there is.
Oh, man, that'd be
what
fun.
kind of ducks they get over there? Redheads and stuff like that.
No, it's mostly golden eyes. I want
Canvas.
to say golden eyes, bluebills, cans.
I'll
And,
go for cans if I can get a can demonstration.
but I don't
It's
know.
that's like us down here in the
He
Panhandle.
doesn't hunt it. He says nope, I fish it.
He says he fishes leech and doesn't hunt it.
Yeah, he fishes it all, man. If you guys want to get golden eyes and cans, you guys can come to New York, but it's really hard to get on the cans. You got to get out here at the right time. And the redheads haven't been moving in. That's why I'm going to Florida. Shout out to Billy. We're going out with what's his name again?
River Banks.
Riverbanks.
Yeah.
Dude, this guy gets on them. He calls them sky rats. He sends us videos, and in one video you see like 500 freaking redheads. You shoot one shot, and you'll get your limit.
Is that what you sent me the other day?
Yeah.
That was
you seen
crazy.
That was insane.
Yeah,
Yeah,
said
that
Josh
was
that.
wild.
That's how we get the broadbills out here. The broadbills, we get them just like that. The
We
broadbills,
don't get anything like that.
yeah, you get them. And then, you know what else you get like that now? A lot of your divers you'll get like that.
Dude, there's no way Thief Lake is 10 times better than Leech. Not a freaking chance.
He says Leaf Lake holds around 200,000 birds in October.
Yeah, and Leech probably has 500,000. Leech,
Yeah, my boat guy here in South Carolina, he owns a boat company, Public Water Marine. He's got a YouTube too, but he ain't like big YouTube. They went to Minnesota last year. When I picked my boat up the other week, he was like, "Y'all come to Minnesota with us for the freeze." And there was some big lake they going up there, and they kill the crap out of it. I don't know what I don't know what lake. He wouldn't tell me, but
Let's go, Brandon. I like that behind there. I like that.
there's enough of them up there. We do a walleye trip up to Rainy Lake every year, but
Canvasback, widgeon,
Yeah.
bluebill, redheads,
Everything.
golden eye, pintails.
yeah, he said because he's from here in South Carolina. He's like, I knocked out like 8 species in Minnesota last year in October.
yeah. Well, yeah, because it's frozen by the second week in November. As far north.
That's
as
what he said. He
is-
said, "Come up north with us for the freeze." And I'm like, "Bro, I can't take 8 days off work." Like,
He said beginners hunt leech, like leech.
Yeah, if you
No,
want
bring this guy up here, dude. Live in Minnesota. Get your butt up here. Get your butt up
Yeah.
here. Click on that link and get up here. Yeah, this is the most fun we've been having on our podcast.
yeah.
the Minnesota, man.
Alexa
it is.
outside. Nice book collection. SoFlo outdoors.
The gentleman.
the
Who's that?
scholar. That's my wife.
That's your wife?
Yeah.
What's up, sister?
Oh, I see the last name.
She's out. She's in the living room watching her telenovelas.
Yeah, exactly.
She put the bookcase there. She decorated.
I put the bookcase there. She put the books on it.
My wife was
Live in Minnesota. Get up here. What are you waiting for? The link is in the bio. Drop that link.
when I
We're gonna
hung
see
all
what
those
you gotta
pictures
say.
back there behind me. My wife came in. She's all pissed that she didn't like the lines. They were all uneven in between the pictures. She was all pissed, and I'm like, "It's my room. Like, what do you like? There's nothing in this room that is yours. It's all mine. Like, you have to fix it. You have to fix it. It's gonna drive me nuts." And I'm like, "The door's closed all the time. You never have to look at it. It's my room."
I need a room. I got a shop.
I'm living in Minnesota.
Well, so-
get your butt up here. Don't.
Got a shop. I got a 40 by
Don't
or
go
no, a
there.
50 by 30 pole shed.
That's huge.
Oh yeah, but I don't have any effing concrete in it because concrete cost a butt ton of money. So I can't do anything with it yet. I just park a bunch of stuff in it.
This shit is full. I mean, I got a side by side, a boat.
Woo!
I mean, tools. I mean, I ain't got
What? That's
It's-
not even. That's barely a 25 by what 30.
24 by 37.
Yeah. So twice the size, and I don't have any damn concrete in it, so I can't do anything with it.
I mean, I got a bar, TVs, internet.
Oh yeah. Just all right. See, just wait. This whole room, man, all my shit's on the floor because I don't have anywhere to put it. As soon as there's concrete in there, the man cave's going in. It's no more sitting on the floor with a bunch of shit piled around me.
I'm comfortable tonight because it's 75 degrees, but we did this last week and I was sweating.
I gotta.
Yeah, you were.
I'm gonna have to insulate mine. I gotta put a bunch of. I'm gonna have to insulate the walls. I'm gonna have to put a heater in. It's gonna be a project.
It should be a project, but you better get it done before the winter comes.
Oh, it ain't gonna.
Yeah, but that ain't happening.
Yeah, it ain't happening this year. Dude, I don't have any freaking time. I work 70 hours a week.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do about
You get paid
45,
peanuts.
50.
Yeah, 70 hours about a week for me, and then
Farmers,
and then
well,
when
not
duck
really.
season comes around, I tell them go fuck
Oh, yeah.
off.
Suck eggs.
Oh, exactly.
We got apple harvest ends end of October. I told my uncle if it's not done, I'm leaving anyway. I'll see you in 3 weeks. Don't put anything away without me.
Oh, look, this is our rig. This is how we set up decoys. This is a fun fact. This is one of our rigs that we set up.
And ain't nobody can see it yet again.
Yeah, the glare on the computer's messing it up.
I'll send it to you guys again.
I never opened the first.
We threw out last year. We went 14 guns. We must have thrown out like 150 decoys, or ducks alone, and then maybe 60 brant and goose.
Do you got an Android?
Nobody got a crappy Android.
Oh,
Hey,
well, the video you
relax,
sent me
man.
looks like it was filmed with a potato.
That is how Lewis films. It is not the quality of what he is filming with. It is his inability to take a decent video. I've been editing this fool's videos for 2 years, and I drink every night I have to do it.
Oh my god.
Peter, shut your mouth, you filthy Shut your filthy mouth.
Oh my god.
Man,
I don't know why it looks like that, but it looks like it was filmed with an Android.
Can you believe this? Me and Peter have been friends for over 4 years, and we haven't hunted not once yet. You're a douchebag, Peter. You're a real
Peter.
douchebag, Peter.
I just met this guy yesterday. I'm going up there Thursday.
Exactly.
Well-
You're a real douchebag, Peter.
If I had to hunt in Florida, I'd want to go to New York too.
Nah, man.
It's gotta be better than here.
He was always begging me to come hunting. Meanwhile, I'm in South Dakota shooting 5 mallards a day, but he's asking me to come to Florida or come to New York and shoot 2 a day. I'm
Yeah, I
like,
wouldn't leave either.
The math doesn't add up, buddy.
No.
I don't
See,
care
what we
freaking mallards.
See, like, yeah, I mean, some guys like down here, mallard purists, like you guys up there, but we get the variety birds. We get them all. That's the only thing that's nice about Florida. We get the divers, redheads, cans, goldeneye, bluebills, ruddies, all that other crap. Then we get all the puddle ducks, but it's weird because Lake Okeechobee, south of Lake Okeechobee, we do not get mallards unless if it gets really, really cold. It's weird. I don't understand
everywhere I've lived has every bird I could ever want to shoot. Like I've got most, what is that, Hunt 41 or whatever that thing is, that checklist that make you pay for to cross birds off and get a plaque at the end of it.
Yeah.
I've got a good chunk of that crossed off, and I mean I've killed everything I want to kill, and I didn't believe my buddy Phil when he said it. But because when I first met him, I hunted ducks. I wanted to just shoot ducks. And then after 2 years of hunting with him and him being like, you just don't get it. You just don't get it. You just don't get it. And I was like, it's just fun shooting ducks, man. And then after the second year, getting on a few good hunts, then it was finally like, no, I know what you mean. There is something special about going out, doing it exactly how you want it, exactly where you want it to happen, and shooting your 5 greenheads and getting out. That's
impossible
100%.
here.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you with that. It's just like down here with our whistlers. It's like, dude, you get a whole flock come in, they do it right, boom, 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 6 shots, 6 birds down. You're packing up by 8:00, going home, taking a nap, watching football in noon time.
That's wood ducks for us. Like if we get in a knee-deep swamp and shoot 3 wood ducks and nothing else comes, it's like, all right, we're
get out of there.
We're done. Wood ducks are good eating and they're fun to shoot because they're
Definitely
crazy.
There was 4 years ago. We were on the. It didn't matter how many guys we had with us. We had some 3-4 man days, 2-man days, whatever it was. We were off the water in time to have breakfast at the diner in town. In bed, took a nap, woke up, cleaned our birds, and then went to the bar for the rest of the evening.
Yeah.
We could do no wrong that season. And I mean, there was days there'd be 4 of us get our 20 mallards by 8:30, 9:00, get packed up, go to the diner, have breakfast. Nobody else off the river yet. No line at the diner. It was a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
But
I love that. I love that when that happens.
Thank God I'm that because I'm always.
He must be
when they gotta fire the griddle up for you in the morning, that's a good feeling.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we usually stop at the Waffle House after, you know what I mean?
I'm excited this season. This goose is just a warm up.
He ain't even talking to us.
Wait, I got to get out of here. I'm gonna talk with the wife for the evening. She's out of town, so it's a good talk with y'all.
Hey,
definitely. We know
Glad
you got
back.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you up. I need them pins.
Hit me up. I'll gladly give them to you.
All right, man. I'll follow you on Instagram.
Well, Peter, thank you for getting on, buddy. It's always good talking to you.
How do I actually leave? It won't let me leave.
I'm not. Oh, man.
Yeah, there we go. I was like, fuck it, just stay.
You're trapped.
Yeah. No, I heard on a podcast, I forgot who it was. It was last year sometime. I was driving on the interstate. That it was some biologist or waterfowls biologist or something, and he was saying that in the Atlantic Flyway, they test. I don't know how they do it, but
they're all full of shit.
Basically, if you shoot a mallard, you shoot a greenhead in the Atlantic Flyway, there's only a 5% chance, 5%, that it's actually that the DNA of that bird is crap. I forgot how he said it, that it was actual wild American mallard. It's 95% domestic. And the further you go west, the higher it goes. So Mississippi Flyway is like 50-50, and everything west of that was like 90-10.
Yeah.
That's why our mallards are so small, because they're crossbred with the domestic population that
Then
these
that should make them fatter.
Well, it's because these rich people with corn ponds that release mallards, they've messed up the entire
Then they should
population in
raise.
the Flyway.
Then they should raise the limits.
Yeah. Well, they said it's like that in Europe. Like Europe doesn't have a mallard migration anymore. It's just different countries release at different times because they did that for so long. It messed up the entire population.
Yeah, man. So whenever you see this patched onto the hat,
That's not good.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be pulling up to you. You know, here, right on the shoulder. You know, got my green pants on too.
We call them green jeans.
I'll be coming out there for you.
There was one time that my brother, me, and my uncle, we turkey hunting, I believe he was, or goose hunting. It was goose hunting. Turkey, I don't remember. But over here in New York, you have to have a back tag. So you have to have it on your back. Right? So stupid. And this game warden was, I would say, 500 to 600 yards away across the swamp. Seeing that my brother he had the back tag, but you know when you put on like the hood, it gets like if you put it on your back, the hood part covers the thing that goes on the head covers it. So he didn't see that. So this guy goes through a swamp like he thought he had them or whatever. Like he was a try-hard donkey of the day, try-hard donkey of the day. Seriously, right? Went through the swamp, had mud all over him. You don't have your back tag. Hold on right there, my uncles and us were looking at him like,
what is this guy doing?
When we look at him, his hole full of mud. I'm like, he's like, yeah, you know why I'm sorry. Like, he must have been fresh out of the academy. And says, you don't have your back tag on. And my uncle said, yes, he does. And he was like, no, you didn't. I just saw you put it on. He's like, no, sir. He Ben had his back tag on. Where is it? I don't see it. He pulled up the hood. But didn't you just see that you saw him put it on just now? Oh, stupid. He's trying to challenge us, like to make us admit something that was wrong. And because he was like, no, he had it on the whole time. No one put it on, so you're lying. And
what is a back tag now?
A back tag, I'll show you right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
It must be a New York thing.
Yeah, it's got to be. I've never really had any bad interactions with game wardens. So most of them were like super chill, super laid back.
Yeah, I've never had any problem.
Yeah, as long as you got everything, they were just like, all right.
See,
I have gotten a couple tickets for life jackets that like flew out of the boat or something like that, and they're like, sorry, I have to give you this.
So this is your back tag. This is your back tag. Right here is your license, your actual license.
Like the Hunger Games? Like what you got going on up there?
And this is the bag. You clip it onto your back, and then your tag is your back tag.
What?
You got this already? You got your license in the mail already?
Yeah, I got it.
You got your everything, your hip number and everything?
Yeah, not the hip number yet. I need to call them and figure out what the hell that is.
Just send me your information. I'll call it in for you tomorrow. You should have it. You just have to
Yeah, well, I went on the online and I filled out that like 20-digit freaking number that's on the stamp. I mean, on the hunting license.
The survey.
No, not the survey. On the actual, what's it called? Your actual hunting license, I guess. I don't know what you're talking about. That whole sheet of paper where it looks like a tag.
Yeah, with all the permits. You don't need to fill that out. No. So your hit number.
Well, it says enter that number that's on the tag.
Yes, which is this.
That, and then for the hip number, and nothing was coming up. I don't understand.
So we'll figure it out. It shouldn't be that serious. If you log into the website, the actual app that it makes you download, it should be right on there as well.
Oh, you don't need that.
Yeah.
That's the only thing about New York. But so this
just like your migratory bird permit. You don't need that.
So this was on my brother's back the whole time. He was trying to make us make us admit to something that wasn't true. He was like, and he got upset because he felt like we were wrong, like we were lying to him, and we're like, no, you're just trying to make us admit to something and give us a ticket that we'll challenge it in court. It's 3 against 1. You can do whatever you want. And he got pissed off. He didn't give. We're gonna give you a fair warning, and like, yeah, my uncle's like, you're gonna give us a warning because you didn't know, you don't have nothing.
That's wild.
Yeah. He was upset that he went through that swamp for no reason.
The
And
game
his
warden
ego was
down
forced
here
to
freaking loved me, man. He was cool as hell, man. I would take him out on since the spot I usually hunt at, it didn't allow afternoon hunts, but then it opened up to afternoon hunts, and then I was like, hey man, I'll take you out. And we went out a couple times, he shot some birds, and
That's pretty
he's
cool.
like, yeah, dude. I was like, I can't shoot no Tweety birds or some crows now. I can't get my practice in,
Yeah, we got a game warden on our hunting club.
Man, you got to watch it with those. Those are the ones that are just trying to die. Oh,
Snakes.
that's how they're doing there. Okay. Yeah. Listen, make sure you go to this spot. Billy's here, and I know we're gonna get him doing something. I heard him talk about
See, but the thing of it is, like, we call it the rim ditch, and you're not walking across that. You're just not. It's 20-something feet deep.
Right.
And then it gets into the Everglades where it gets shallower. So you have to have a boat. Pretty much like in all of Florida, you have to have a boat. And no game warden's going to be walking up on you. Put it that way.
Yeah.
You're either going to hear them running the boat coming up, and you're going to be like, hey, throwing the birds in the sawgrass. Never going to find them.
Oh, man.
I'm just kidding. I do not condone that.
Not at all.
I would never condone to that.
No. Hey, a couple of years ago, opening day on my hunting club, we went in and hunted, just trying to shoot a couple wood ducks. I mean, we have a locked gate. And we went in, we didn't shoot nothing. We shot a bunch at wood ducks. Didn't kill, I don't think we shot anything that day. We got back to the truck, and this dude was like, I don't even think he checked our license, but he BS'd with us for like an hour. And he was like, yeah, I was standing right behind y'all. And I was like, huh? And he described my side-by-side and my trailer and what I had. And I'm like, damn, he was right there.
He said, y'all boys didn't even shoot anything.
He was like, he's like, I texted my buddy and was like, damn, I hope they got a limit by now. He was standing right there. I said, it's a good thing I didn't shoot that wood duck that landed in my lap 2 minutes early. He's like, yeah. That was wild. But I mean, he had to walk a good half mile. Maybe 3/4 of a mile. I mean, he was cool with it.
They will. You know what they usually do too? They have trail cams. Sometimes they don't walk. They have trail cams and they see that live.
Yeah.
Because if he was there, and guys, these are not. That's a nose person. It's not a freaking boot. If he was there, he would have approached you, man. Right then in this spot. That's what they do. So that goes to tell me that there's one thing. There's other one thing. He's lying. Right?
Yeah, I was like, well, darn, I never heard him or seen him or he never said anything. But
Yeah, usually they
Got
don't.
a camera.
Unless
They will
if they see you doing something, they'll be like, put your guns down. You're like, what
Yeah.
the hell?
No,
Yeah.
100%. If they were there, they would approach you right then and there on the spot.
well, we weren't doing nothing wrong. So I mean,
Right.
Yeah, especially when you're not shooting birds. You're shooting at
we
anything.
have been on years ago. We have been on a big lake, and some of my buddies shot early because I mean everybody else on the lake did, and a boat come rolling up, and I'm like, oh, that's Green Jeans. And he's like, y'all shooting a little early, ain't you?
Well, no.
And so
Yeah.
we thought they had shot like some teal or maybe a wood duck or something, and game warden, he was cool. He gave him warnings, and he told me, he's like, you can just keep hunting. And I was like, all right, okay. Anyway, after he left, we're like, well, let's go get these birds. They were coots. After all that, I was like, oh my god.
Man, oh
Who stays
man,
good
oh
out
man.
here?
I ain't never ate one.
It's like I would say it's like diver, fishy.
That's
you
what
know?
that game warden was like. I like to eat wood ducks and coots, and we're like,
I heard the coots are the chickens of the like chicken of the duck.
No, definitely not.
no, wood duck's pretty good. I mean, that's
Yeah.
Wood
about
duck
all.
is, and my teal and wood duck are the best eating birds, too.
I'd agree.
Nah, man, dude.
You can't go wrong with
Whistlers
teal and
are the freaking best.
Well, I ain't never ate a whistler. I mean,
Me
you
neither.
see where I live.
Oh yeah,
I'll
I'm
be
surprised
the
you
duck
get anything.
when I go to Florida.
Yeah,
It's
I still got a whole bunch of whistler meat for you.
Yo, bring some. We're gonna make it in the grill.
Man, there's so many boys around here though, like just corn the crap out of grandma's beaver swamp and shoot a limit of wood ducks every time they go. How they don't get caught amazes me.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it's everywhere around here.
That's
Like you see
wild.
people posting a limit of wood ducks every time they go hunting. It's like, come on, man. We know.
We know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Let me get on that spot for you too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're about an hour and 35 minutes in, so I think we're gonna have to call it, guys.
Let's call it. Man.
Yeah. My wife's probably like, what the hell is he doing?
Wow,
Talking about
probably
not shooting ducks, baby.
That's it.
Yep. Only imagining it for the time being.
I'm ready though.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna hunt North Carolina opener is October 21st.
Okay. Oh, for the whole season, like opening main season.
Yeah, like regular duck season. They have a split. They have a 2-day split, 21, 22 October, and then they have a 3-week split starting November 8th. And our split in South Carolina didn't open
Man.
until
Their split sucks.
the
Thanks,
19th.
Millstead, for coming in, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
But yeah, man. Our season doesn't open up till like middle of November.
You shot. Hold on, Misled Films. You shot a duck with lead.
You just saw that?
Yeah. Dude, the guy Matt, he's been duck hunting. What? 40 years now?
Forever.
Yeah. Dude, he hunted Canada, California back in the 80s with lead. Dude, the pintail limit was 6.
Yeah.
But they went by a point system, like 1,000 points, and so you could. And pintails were at like 100 points. He was saying, or something like that.
Oh yeah,
so,
the point system. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
so-
he's like me. He scratches a wood duck here and there.
Yeah, so you went by a point system, and you were able to shoot 10 pintail. Crazy back in the day.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, so I appreciate everybody coming in tonight. So we are going to be doing this every week. You know, getting a bunch of these rejects on here, each and every other channel. We're going to be going on Palmetto Fowl Habit. Then,
Oh, you say it right.
yeah,
The next
Habitat.
time you'll see me and Billy on live this week. Actually, we're going.
and
live.
then yeah, together. And then Hunting New York. Make sure y'all go subscribe. And Daddy Duck that isn't here today, but I appreciate everybody coming in. You know, you all have a blessed and beautiful night. We'll see y'all later.